Hello everybody and welcome back to the second race here in the Simraceway. It's Sunday race off. We're back again at Zandvoort with the Formula 3 cars, and this time for a slightly more populated field for the 700 to 900 skill quant race. We've got currently Clark 10 on pole position, but by the tiniest of amounts. He's only up there by 4 thousandths of a second. We've got Reaver 88 in second, Rugbyman BCSR in third, Master Oko in P4, Liz Lips in P5. Those guys all separated by just 1.3 seconds. 6th place is Banu, 7th VKS8, 8th Jim Wally, 9th Wikitorious, 10th Fearless Bob, 11th Supercar 1 and 12th MB Dinnels. And what this means, of course, is that we've got ourselves a massive field today for this short sprint race, which means it's going to be a lot of overtaking, a lot of aggressive action, and a lot of fast-paced stuff. We're not going to see a lot of drivers holding back when it comes to the race. Oh, and just as we say that, and Bindle spins off a very peculiar place there. Let's just take a look at him rejoin the circuit. That's a complete 360 spin. And there goes Fearless Bob making his way past, as does VKSA. Oh, and he spins as well. And the late evasive manoeuvre ends up in a, well, unfortunately, he's in a wall. But still currently at the top of the timesheets now. The lead has changed. It is Rugbyman BSCR at the front with Clark 10 in P2. Now 4/10 of a second away. So the lead has come rocketing up through. And Clark 10's got to do a little bit of work now if he wants to try and reclaim that. He's got plenty of time to do it. You're looking at maybe around 3 or 4 more laps depending on where you're currently situated on the circuit. Clark's also quite fortunate in the fact that he doesn't have any traffic in front of him whatsoever. 2 cars who really not going to play a factor in that right there. They're quite a way in front of him. He's not really going to get held up by them in some aspect. However, most cars are on the circuit right now, which can make traffic a little bit of an issue for some guys who are maybe trying to push themselves up through the field, as Patch 233 also joins the game and tries to get himself a nice result here today. Let's take a look there at Reaver 88. He's got himself a little bit of a draft there from Clark 10. And right now I think he'll take all the drafts he can get. He's only 2.2 of a second away from second position, which will line him up on the very front row of the grid alongside Rugbyman. And he's slowed down. Was that a fuel problem or something? He's got himself going again, but I wonder what the issue was there. Maybe he's just backing off and letting the cars go in front of him or something, but either way, he comes through the final corner and he's going to nowhere near beat the time this time. Rugbyman, though, further improves his time. Now he's 6/10 in front. And Clark 10 still quite a way back as well. And an intriguing part here as well is that Clark and Rugbyman are both fairly close to each other on the circuit. As Supercar gets his way past Pack, Reaver 88 goes a little bit wide there as he climbs up the hill. Fearless Bob moves into P5 there on his 4th attempt at a qualifying lap, so moving into the top 5 for Fearless Bob, looking very comfortable there. P6 is Barmu. He's again looking pretty strong. He's only 7/100ths of a second though up on Master Rocker at the moment, so he's still got a little bit of time to find. 2 minutes 41 left in this session. The lead time of 1:36.0. The man in last position at the moment is on a 1:38.2, and that's in terms of laps that have actually been set across the line. But the majority of the field are 1:36.0 to a 1:37.0 roughly, between P4 and 5, so it's still a very close field. I think what we're going to see here today is 3 distinct groups. The guys who can hit consistent 1:36s, the guys who can hit consistent 1:37s, and the guys who can hit consistent 1:38s. So we're going to have about a midfield, a front field, and then the rear field as well. And I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to pan out if qualifying is anything to go by. But who am I to say anything? Last time round, of course, we did see an incident on lap 2 which can really shape a race. As we take a look then, as we approach the final moments of this qualifying session, there's 1 minute 18 to go. The track getting fairly congested out there at the moment. Our pole position race leader, if you will, Rugbyman BSCR, has got himself a 9/10 deficit now back into the man in P2. So he can potentially get this done, I think. He needs to get himself another clean run, and I think he may just get it. Clark 10, though, has an entirely free track in front of him, and he's played that very nicely. And it's a spin there. Oh, no, he's gone wide, and Supercar breaks it. Supercar can do another lap, and he's found 5/10. Can he find 5/10 more, though? He rockets into P2, separating Clark and Rugbyman. Clark, though, stuck behind VKS at the moment. He's going to struggle to get himself in any sort of decent position now. He's gone way too wide through there. Fearless Bob is the man who's, well, ideally going to be the prime suspect that he will be having his fingers pointed at. Victoria said, again, not too far. Whoa, Master Rocco almost making a bit of contact there. But the session about to come to a close. Let's see who the pole sitter is going to be when it comes to the end of it. We think it's going to be Rugbyman unless there's a swift change in fortunes. So Supercar is going to come around the final corner. He's going to be very careful through here, though. 5/10 of a second is what he needs. Is he going to find it? Will he be on pole position? We're about to find out. No, he's not. He doesn't improve. Reba 88 will be the next man as Clark 10 sinks down to P5. Reba will get to finish his lap. Fearless Bob does not improve. Clark 10 needs a big lap now as he crosses the line. Stays P5. We're disappointed with that. VKS 8 follows. Barmy also, Master Rocco cannot improve, and I think that draws an end to this session. We're just waiting. Reba 88. Let's see what he can do from here then. Currently P3. Can he get a 10th of a second for P2? No, he can't. And that is the end of the qualifying session. Rugbyman, your pole sitter. We'll be back shortly with the full race. Okay, so we're back live for the second race out of the 6 we have for you tonight in the Simraceway Sunday race-off, week number 41. Don't forget, right at the end, before the final and the highest skill point race, we have a very special announcement, so don't go anywhere. And of course, in between them, we have this very thrilling, very enthralling race, which is about to unfold in front of us. It was Rugbyman BSCR who took pole position. Will he be the second man in a row to lead all 7 laps and take the race win? There's only one way to find out. Is the trend going to continue, or can Supercar jump the start? Let's wait and see. Green lights and we're away. Good start there by a pole sitter. All the cars away cleanly in their pairs as they run down into the first corner. And I think there's going to be no real position change at the front. Rugbyman goes a bit wide. Comes out nice and clean though. Oh, we've got a spinner in the background. Who is that? That is Victorious. And unfortunately for him, his race has gone a little bit pear-shaped already. He does have 6 laps to try and make something of it though and get himself through the rest of the field. Oh, yes, scrapping there of Reba with contact, and there's the chain reaction. Reba got it all wrong, and it was Clark and VKS who had to take evasive action. And there's the whole gaggle of cars there in the midfield. For 8th place as Clark 10 tried to maintain his position. He's trying everything he can right now. Drifting side to side to hold on, but back at the very front of the field it is Rugbyman that leads from Supercar, who's right on his tailgate. He wants a charge at that victory. He wants to break the trend of pole sitters going to winners. We've seen it in the past here at this circuit as well. But look at the gaggle of cars behind, all swarming away. And there you can see VKS8 on the inside there of Bamu trying to get the position, but a wheel banging gets the job done though. Oh, Master Rocco's lost the car. Almost swerved back across the track there. I think that's a bit of opposite lock. He gets it going again. No major ground losses. Victoria says thanks very much. I'll make my way back through the field. Oh, and no, goes Bamu. Bamu's off from P10. Little shunt into the wall. Shunts himself back onto the circuit. And there is Clark 10 in P8 running wide through the final corner. But at the end of lap 1, Rugbyman BSCR leads from Supercar by 0.5 of a second. They're followed closely by Fearless Bob. Will he provide a fearless overtake today? Reba 88, VKS and Jim Wally there, like, are so close together right now. And look at that already. And Bindles is getting all over the back of Jim Wally as they come through with a very complex corner. When he gets to the inside, oh, that's a late move. There was no track, and he's forced to maneuver through. Tremendous stuff there from Bindles, overtaken a week so far. Absolutely beautiful. Does not get much better than that, and Bindles is going to sail his way. If there were a series for Sim Raceway overtakes of the week, that would surely be in the top 5. Tremendous stuff there. True courage. And you will not see a better overtake for quite some time, I don't think. Great move. Let's see if he can keep the train going though and push his way through the field a little bit more. And as the cars make their way towards the end of the second lap of the 7 here today. And look at Supercar all over the back of your race leader at the moment. He's really giving Rugbyman a run for his money. And especially when Rugbyman is making errors like that. Supercar doing absolutely everything he can right now. Across the start-finish line they come. They're side by side for the lead then. Rugbyman's going to come around the outside. Fearless Bob's there to pick up the pieces. Supercar goes defensive and Rugbyman cannot convert it through there. That corner reminds me of Shanghai. You have to be on the inside to make the move stick. Outside passes are so risky right now. Supercar off again. Rugby trying to get around the outside. Oh, he's locked up, no! And he's lost the lead. He's down to 4th place as Reba squeezes his way through. And he's got to go for a pit stop. He's got damage. We think he's got damage. And Rugbyman, he was in pole earlier on, has now got himself in a whole world of trouble. Goes up the inside for 3rd, and that was so risky there as well. And just look who's behind him now, and Bindles, who made the impressive pass a minute ago. The rest of the midfield separating out a little bit now. Fighting the crux of this is right here. It's Fearless Bob comes under pressure and Reba gets it all wrong. And that is a saving grace for Fearless as he can just about maintain control of his car. And Bindle's really making the most of the situation right now. Up to P4, Reba behind in P5. Rugby back up to P3 after sinking down, but still 2 positions negative on where he started. Of course, starting on pole, and off goes Bindles. And maybe he's going to go to an end as Clark 10 follows almost the exact same route there. Liz Lips trying to follow suit as they cross the line. We're over halfway into this race now, and lap 4 of 7's just got itself underway. Reba still all over the back of Fearless Bob, trying to cut back underneath him now, be on the outside for turn number 2. Fearless Bob able to hold on as they sweep through. That's not the place where he want to be on the outside at all. Bob knows that, but he's gone very wide. Reba's going to try and challenge, and unfortunately they run out of tarmac, they've run out of time, and Reba has to try and hold on a little bit more. A supercar will be loving life right now, 2.7 seconds away in front of all of this carnage. There's a massive war going on, you could say, between everyone else. So you've got P3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7 all in close proximity, while the leaders pulling away 10th after 10th after 10th. Jim, Wally and Clark 10 in their own little war there, and Wally goes wide, Clark 10 goes straight underneath him. Easy duck and dive there. That's position signed, sealed and delivered. Reba 88 still P4, third is Fearless, second Rugbyman BSCR, first place though is Supercar 1. And he's still got himself an almighty gap at the front. And let's look at the train of cars behind him who are all desperate to catch him now. The second and third battle was pulled away as such. As now this is going to be very, very intriguing. We've got Rugbyman BSCR having passed Fearless Bob, is now into P2, 2.4 seconds as such behind now. That comes out to 1.9. So he's got a real chase on his hands now. He's pulled away from Fearless Bob and now has himself quite a hefty amount of time to try and catch Supercar 1. 3 laps to go. I reckon he can do it. Bit of a side-by-side battle there as well again between Reba and Bindles. That's where he made the pass last time. Same corner up the inside. Oh, you know he's hitting this time. He's hit Reba this time. And Reba's able to drift the car around and hold on. Clark 10 and Jim Wally in almost a mirror scenario there just behind. No, Bindles a spun, and he clips the rear wing, and bang, there was just no downforce into the wall. He plummets. Very high speed accident. He's got a massive amount of gravel trap to cover as he rejoins the track all the way down in 9th position in front of VKS. And you just got to wonder what happened there. We've still not had a retirement yet. Master Rocco just starts his lap number 5 out of 7. As Supercar 1 is almost going towards the end of lap number 5 and starting lap number 6. The top 3 still kind of close together though. The main battle now will be between Jim Wally and Clark 10. It's been raging for a while. Clark gets the corner all wrong as he goes over the anti-cut there. It's not going to help him much at all. He's in the draft though. Let's see what he can do. They go through the final couple of corners now. Whoa, a late move on the inside. And he rode that apex. And I think he rode his luck a bit there as well. Flat out through here. He should have a nice run though through turn 1. Needs to get onto the inside line. Does so nicely. Oh, he timed it perfectly there. As late as he possibly could. And this should be job done before they hit the corner. Jim Wally tries to brake later. Gets it all wrong and somehow straightens that car up and retains a position. And Clark 10 must be left scratching his head as to what on earth must he do to get past right now. Still 1.2 seconds in front is Supercar 1, looking to break the trend already of not winning from pole. Rugbyman needs to try and get himself in front. He's running out of time, as we say, 2 laps to go. And there's just not really much you can do from this situation. But he's getting a lot closer though. Just noticed through that second sector. He's bringing, of course, Fearless Bob with him. The front 3 rearranged. The only man not to change position there being Fearless Bob, who remains in a safe P3 at the moment. through the chicane, and it's going to be an interesting battle to say the least as we come towards the end. The gap has come down again now, well under a second as we start the final lap almost. Rugby Man looking to take a victory. He's had a very exciting race to say the least. He's been all over the shop really. And into the final lap we come then, and a big, look how close he is now. He's drawing closer and closer all of the time. Look at Clark 10 almost dive-bombing Jim Wally though. He's got no, and Jim Wally makes an error. Clark 10 tries to pull alongside and Jim Wally blocks it off with quite the authority. This Rugby Man is really trying to get as close as he can now to everyone else. Let's see then, the final half a lap, and the gap is closer. Supercars starting to lock up though. And now look at the slipstream as we can see into the final couple of corners. A late move from Rugby Man, and he couldn't get it done. Supercar with a bit of a lock-up, but unfortunately for Rugby Man BSCR, I don't think he's going to be able to do enough. Supercar 1 has done enough though. He's capitalised on the error, and he's going to take a win in the Simraceway Sunday race-off from Rugby Man BSCR. Second there is Rugby Man, third Fearless Bob, fourth Reaper 88, fifth Jim Wally, sixth will be Clark 10. Very disappointing result there for him. 7th Liz Lips, 8th Barmu, 9th will be in Bindles after again. He could have had so much more. He really was looking strong earlier on. He made that impressive pass, of course. 10th VKSA, 11th will be victorious, 12th place. And losing a front wing there and half getting a Formula Ford is past 23. So let's see what Master Rocker can do though. First of all, massive congratulations to our race winner Supercar 1. We'll be back for the third race of the Sunday race-off very shortly.